Hello, all you gorgeous Librans. I hope you've been looking after yourself. Welcome back if you come to the channel regularly. If you're new, my name's Linda, and welcome, welcome, welcome. So these are your guided messages, Libra, for May 2025. I can't believe we're in May already. As you know, while I'm doing the readings, I often call myself a Libran, so I refer to myself as you by saying our, we, whatever. So let's have a look, Libra. What it is the Spirit wants to say to you for May 2025. We always ask Spirit for a message from the angels, gods, and goddesses deck. It's just one card that we choose, or Spirit chooses it, and we read that at the end of the message, the end of the reading. We put it to one side. I've only got one. We only need one. We put it to one side, leave it there, and we give you that message at the end of the reading. And they're always amazing messages. I absolutely love that deck. It's gorgeous. And so let's get ourselves sorted out. This is for our beautiful Liberals for May 2025. Let's have a little look and see what Spirit is saying to us, Libra, for May. What is it that they'd like to talk to us about? So this is for beautiful Librans, May 2025. We ask you please for some guidance for this month. What is it they need to hear? What advice would you like to give them about each and every situation that might be around them at the time? Okay, we've got the Nine of Swords. We have the Seven of Swords. Wow, interesting. We have the Page of Wands. Wonderful. We have the High Priestess. We have the Two of Wands. Lovely. So let's have a little look at. So we've got two swords, two fire, and we have one major arcana. And the major arcana is the High Priestess. So that's a lovely major arcana to get for in a reading, Libra, because the High Priestess is all about trusting our intuition. This is about trusting the knowledge and the wisdom and that lies within us. This is what this energy is all about. She's also the priestess of secrets. So it's possible, Libra, that in this month of May, it is very possible that certain things could actually come to the surface. This is also about being patient. It's about not rushing in. So this month, do your homework. Consider what it is you do want, because we do have the Seven and the Nine of Swords here. So you're doing a lot of thinking. In one section of the month, you're going to be thinking in a positive light, because what we have the Seven of Swords, which is all about you thinking in a very positive way. Lots going on around you, things that there's lots of things going on. And because we have the High Priestess, I think that this month, what this is saying to us, Libra, this month is that it's very possible that some things could come out from the woodwork. Some things may surface that we have to put a lot of thought into, and we need to focus on and to bring some clarity into. So it could be a month where you do need to put a lot of thought into things before you act. Let's put it that way. We have the Page of Fire. The Page of Fire is also about messages, news, hearing about this, hearing about that. This is a very this is not a bad page. The Page of Swords can be a bit of gossip, a little bit of stuff going on. But fortunately, this is the Page of Wands, which is a little bit different. This is about exciting new endeavors, hearing about something that you could really be interested in. It is sitting, however, next in the middle of these two sword signs. And so it's very possible this month that you could hear, because this is news, hear of something that could be very very advantageous for you. It could be a new endeavor or an opportunity coming up. And again, because we've got the high priestess, this could be very much something that finally you found out about, or really maybe you've heard about something that's still a bit of a secret, but somebody's told you about it. It's very possible that that could happen too. And so use your use your intuition, trust your intuition on how this is feeling, or how you're feeling about this situation that's going to crop up this month, Libra. Because, we do have two lots of swords here. We have the seven and then we have the nine. And so the nine is again about is thinking that things are not going to work out, or worrying about whether things are going to work out, or getting ourselves in a bit of a mindset where we're not trusting, or we're we're thinking, sometimes we can think the worst. It isn't that we're negative, it's got nothing to do with it. Things crop up that sometimes are out of our control, and they do worry us, or they get us a little bit nervous. And so that's okay, because look, we do have that, we do have this powerful message of the high priestess, and she's very much she's very much a powerhouse when it comes to trusting your intuition, Libra. So as long as you go with the flow, as long as you trust how things feel, you'll be fine. Because we've got the Two of Wands here. The Two of Wands is all about you moving forward now. It's about you've created and built on something. This can be partnerships as well in business, because we've got two of wands. And so it can be two people working together. It doesn't just have to be two people. It could be, you could be a director, there could be another director, and then there could be a heap of people. But this is about, focusing and cooperating with others and getting things done, and partnerships or contracts. And again, we've got this message about trusting your intuition. Consider carefully what you want before you jump in. So if you're in a situation where you're thinking of going into a partnership, you're a bit nervous, and this is why we've got this Nine of Swords here. It's like, oh, I'm not sure. Maybe something's happened in the past, and now you're thinking, oh, if I do this, it could go wrong. So what Spirit is saying to us is to consider carefully what it is before we move forward. And then once you take that leap of faith, once you take that step, you'll be feeling a lot more confident because you would have looked into it. But, the pages are messages. They do bring in news. And the wands is about career. It's about your finances. It could be your business. And it is good news. It's exciting news. And it's saying to you to, this is a chance for you now to step up and really show people what you're really made of, your originality, your creative side. Show your confidence, make sure that you shine. Don't be scared to show people just how great you are. This is a time for you to be able to shine, show others your capabilities this month, Libra. So don't shy away from that. Don't allow fear to stop you from doing that as well. Okay, just hit that fear on the head, and you'll be able to move forward in a positive light. Just ask the Spirit for a bit more now about this reading. It's a little bit of confirmation of each card that's come down. Yeah, because we don't want to be thinking the worst, that's for sure. We don't want to allow that to step in. We've got the Empress again, but we will. Okay, it's big opportunities here. You might be a little bit uncertain which way to go this month, because I feel you've got more than one opportunity around you. So, you could some of you, not all of you, of course, but some of you could be getting an offer of some kind where you might need to make a decision and you're really not quite sure what to choose. Because that can happen. Sometimes we can be offered two different kinds of paths, can't we? And so maybe that is the case for some of you, where you might be offered two opportunities. For example, they might say, well, you can go and work in that branch, or you can go and work in that branch. So, or that department, or that department. So you're tossing things up. Look, we've got the Five of Pentacles, and whenever I see the Five of Pentacles, I always look at the angel that's in the corner, because there's an angel there in the corner watching over them and looking, and they can't see that because they're looking down. They're looking down on the ground. They're concentrating too much on the negative and not seeing the possibilities. This is a card of possibility. There's possibilities to make big changes and to turn things around. This is what this is all about. And so things are not as bad as we seem. And it's sitting next to the Seven of Swords. And again, this is about us, Libra. This is about worrying, over worrying about our finances, over worrying about our situation, not realizing that you're at the end of the tunnel. So you're at the light, you're just about there at the end of the tunnel, because look, what follows is very much, a celebration, a happy, an opportunity. And some of you, you might be moving into a new house, or you might be putting a deposit down into a new house. You might be having an opportunity here, an exciting new endeavor where you buy a block of land to build a house, or you move into a new home. It's very possible. But we've got this celebration sitting here for you, an opportunity sitting here. So we don't want to allow our thoughts to get in the way of our progress, do we? Because that can hold us back. So stay in a positive light and have faith and trust in your intuition. And this could be also a month where we might need to negotiate on a deal, or negotiate what it is that we're offering to others. It's very possible that this could be a contract with the home, or maybe you're moving into a new rental property or whatever, and you've had to move on from a property and you're sort of worried about the financial side of things. But this is saying that, this is all about communication. This is about negotiating in a lovely, friendly, kind manner. So some of you may need to do that. You might need to be negotiating this month on a new property of some kind. Could also be a new job or anything like that, or with the job that you're already in. You might be negotiating your finances when it comes to your career, or what you're building. You could be building. This is also like he looks like a tradesman here. So you could be a tradesman. You're building a house for somebody or something, or and you're negotiating on the price. And this is a time for you now to realise that there's some big opportunities here. And use your, the page of fire, the page of wands. He's very creative, he's outgoing, he's confident, but he's also mischievous. So this could be a case of, allow yourself to be that mischievous, magnetic personality when you're negotiating this month. Allow that to bring that out of yourself, okay? We do have the Seven of Cups. This is very much a situation of, I don't know where to go. I don't know what to choose. I'm not sure. There's too many opportunities here, isn't there? So what we need to do is we need to look at the ones that are the most important. So this month you need to choose what it is that is really important for you, and look at things from a place of, long-term plans. What's the best way to go? What's the best possibility that I should choose so that I can move forward in a very positive way for the future? And again, this is all about the High Priestess and trusting your intuition. So there's choices here this month. There's decisions that you're going to be needing to make that are going to be put to you, and you need to trust your intuition and go through with what feels right. Have patience. Consider carefully what you want. This is very much, consider carefully what you want before you act. So don't rush. Don't rush into this. If something sounds too good to be true, again, somebody could make you an offer of some kind, and it's, wow, oh gosh, I better say yes, otherwise I could miss out. The Spirit's shaking his head and say no. That could be really great. It could be wonderful, but you don't want to be too eager. You want to be able to negotiate and make sure you look into it. And I'm feeling it is a long-term thing. And so, and make that right choice, make that right decision that will suit you for the future, for long-term future. And you're going to come out on top. There's no doubt about this. This is all about being a survivor. So that whatever you've been going through, May is a month where you can look back and say, gee, I got through that. This is a month where you're going to be very grateful that you hung in there and you stood your ground and you did everything you negotiated properly, and you did everything that you needed to do to come out on top, a winner. This is the card of the warrior winner. This is about very much about you've certainly created a great deal. You've put a lot of effort into things. You're still standing. Hasn't been easy. No, it hasn't. However, um, you've now got this opportunity here with this high priestess to um, make decisions that will take you to the next stage. And look, we've got this celebration card around you, all around you, and negotiation on your finances. And also, an exciting new endeavor, an opportunity here, news of an exciting new endeavor that's going to take you to the next level. And you've got you've got the chariot. And the chariot is all about now taking the reins, you taking the reins, and this is about you stepping up and you going in the direction you want to go in. This is a month now where you're past the difficulty that no longer exists. Those hard times are over. And in May, in the middle through to the end of May, there's a time for you to make big decisions, choose what's right for you, and then take charge and look. Everything's going to start to really move forward this month. This is things really starting to take hold now, and you being able to move forward in a whole new direction, and things are going to happen very quickly. This is very much a time of things really, really starting to move forward now. And look, you've got the Ace of Pentacles at the end of the month, or throughout the month, you've got this. So this is again a big opportunity now. So big opportunities for career, big opportunities for your work, big opportunities for you to advance with your either your business or your career or whatever. Big opportunities around everything that you've already built, building on that. So this is a month where you get ready to. And I always look at this archway as a horseshoe. So this is the time now for you to take action. There's opportunity, big opportunities for you to advance, and it is going to happen very, very quickly. There's no doubt about that. So we've got the three, we've got the Two of Wands, and we've now got the Three of Wands and the Four of Wands. So Two of Wands, Three of Wands, Four of Wands. This is big growth. So Libra, you've accomplished a great deal, but there's so much more. Look at him. He's hanging on to what he's got. This is what he's built. And yeah, look, it hasn't been easy. There's been ups and downs. There's no doubt about it. There has been some ups and downs, but there's more opportunities now. There's more opportunity to build on that now. This is a time now where you can start to grow again or grow bigger. If that is what you want. So the Three of Wands is very much about accomplishment. He's hanging on to what he's got, but look, he's got a great deal. He's built a great deal. He's got a lot of abundance already. And so this is now a time for you to build on that abundance, and don't be scared to take that leap of faith. This is a month for you to take this leap of faith. There's already three people that I've done, three of the star signs I've done so far for May, and you're the fourth, I think it is, that get this leap of faith. It's definitely a month for us to step up and not to be afraid to take control of our life and go in the direction, steer our ship, steer our own boat. This is about us taking control of our life, what it is we want, and building on that, and not being scared to take that plunge, because the opportunities that are here are massive. They're really, really big, and things will move fast. We've got so many wands here. So much. This is all about growth. This is all about career, business. So much going on when it comes to your growth, with your livelihood, with your life in general. And you've accomplished a great deal. You really, really have. You've gotten through those difficult times and you've come out on top. And time for you to take that leap of faith and to grow a lot more. So it's a very positive reading for you, Libra, for May. Try not to let your head get in the way. So we all do that. Try not to allow your thoughts to get in the way. Stay positive. Don't allow any negative thoughts in. If they do crop in, then analyze yourself and why you're thinking that way so that you can eliminate those quickly. So we're just going to ask now for some messages from our Oracle deck. And we've got the plane. This is you having the confidence to move on and up in life. For some of you, this could also be you moving. You could be moving into a new state or going overseas or whatever. Some of you, it could be you walking away from a situation. So we've got the bird flying out of the cage, and we've got the plane that's a bird, isn't it, in many ways? So some of you are going to be doing some moving. There's no doubt about that. So if you're thinking of moving away from something, could be a new career, could be for study. You are being told that you need to commit to that. You need to commit to what this is that you're wanting to do. This is the time for you to also stand your ground and do not allow any fears whatsoever to get in your way. So we're talking again about these Nine of Swords. We don't want fear to get in the way of us moving on and taking flight this month, Libra. So what the Spirit is saying to us here is we have got to stick to our guns and stand our ground on anything that we have to walk away from to gain um, growth or prosperity and abundance in the future. You are being asked to honor yourself. This again, angels say you're being blessed and guided. You are, being intuitively guided, the energy of the high priestess. However, you must honor yourself. You must do that. We're trying to guide you. So have the confidence to follow your intuition, have the confidence to honor yourself. What is it that you need to be happy? What is it that would suit you? And what is it that you need to get rid of so that you are happy? There is there could be a contract around you, some of you guys, this month. There could be a contract, something to do with your career. It's very possible. If you're going into a contractual situation, like even if it's a job where you fly in, fly out, make sure you do what's right for you. And also, check the fine print. Make sure that it's all the way you want it. This is about study as well. So if you're going into something, a career, or committing to something and you're wanting to study, this could be a very good month to do that. If you want to do it and somebody's saying, oh, you shouldn't do it, but you really, your heart and soul, you intuitively really want to do this, then you are being asked to stand your ground on what it is that you want for yourself this month, Libra. It's very important. So do what's right for you. If you need to walk away or free yourself, release yourself from a situation and move on. Because, you're not happy, then Spirit is saying, well, have confidence, honor yourself, do what's right for you, for your soul. It's very, very important. If you're in a situation where you're going through a legal documentation, divorce, or anything like that, again, you must do what's right for you and you must stand your ground on something, especially if somebody's trying to rip you off, and trying to say, oh, well, it's going to be like you're going to get 40 and I'm going to get 60, something hypothetical like that. Spirit saying, no, you stand your ground on something. We have got a new career and work. You've got some very positive work changes around some of you, work career and work changes. But again, if there's a contractual thing, check the fine print, make sure that you're happy with all of that. And if you need to negotiate, because we have got the negotiation card on your finances and things like that as well, and they're not offering you what you want, and you say, no, this is what I want. You need to stand your ground. Don't be scared to stand your ground, because I'm being told to say to you that, you're worth it. You are worth your weight in gold when it comes to your expertise, knowledge, and experience, Libra. Okay, so interesting month for many of you, for all of you, really. So interesting that we talked about you standing your ground, being strong, negotiating, because the message from the angels, gods, and goddesses deck, Libra, is the goddess of sacred power. You are being encouraged to take a leading role in your current situation. And that, of course, is the Chariot. taking control. So this is where this message that Spirit gives us, that we chose before we began this reading, makes so much sense. It's actually quite amazing how the messages we get resonate with the reading that we haven't even started, but we've chosen the card. So let's have a look and see. Sacred Power is page 53. See what Spirit wants to tell us, Libra. What else they want to say? What's going on for you this month for May? Okay, so this is the goddess of sacred power. Listen to this, Libra. You are being asked by God, goddesses, and the universe to take a leading role with regards to a project or family issue you are currently involved in. Okay. The current situation is in need of leadership and direction. Sometimes being too democratic simply doesn't work, Libra. If you work at life honestly, you will realize, if you look at life honestly, you will realize that everyone has their own opinion on how they might think about things, or how things should be done. And that's fair enough. It is not so much a matter of who is right or wrong. What is important right now is that someone takes control. It is better to steer a ship somewhere rather than have it drift aimlessly wherever the wind may blow. Have the courage to take control. Ask the universe to guide you. Lead lovingly and with strength and follow the sacred power of your intuition. Well, there you go. Your intuition. And taking control, taking your power back, or taking control of a family situation or a negotiation. And then standing your ground in a loving way. The stand your ground card, Libra. Look, see how the Toreador is wearing the pink cape and the boots. That's love, that's the heart color, is the chakra. Pink, we always associate pink with love, don't we? And so we can stand our ground in a loving way. We can stand our ground in a friendly verbal way, as though it's very important that you do that this month as well. Negotiate in a loving way. Don't be afraid to take a leap of faith. You've got opportunities here that you need to act upon this month, Libra. So don't miss out on them. Trust your intuition and negotiate in a great way. Stand your ground on everything that's going on around you. And if you are going on if you are going on a trip, if you're flying anywhere or going overseas, or whatever, make sure you check all the paperwork, make sure you get the insurance right, do all of that properly. If you're negotiating on a job, if you're going overseas for work, again, make sure you get all the paperwork done and everything right. And, there's big opportunities here, commitment. There could be a contract involved, in this month. There could be a contract again where you need to make sure you check the fine print, stand your ground on that as well. So I'd love to hear from you, Libra. If this has resonated with you, that would be great. If you'd like to give us a like, that would be wonderful. I always get back to you when it comes to your comments. If you leave me a comment, I check my comments every morning. And so I always reply to everybody that takes the time to put in a comment, because you are busy. Remember, we do daily messages for you every morning. You'll get, if you subscribe, every morning you'll get a shorts video that's just a message about just one card. Every morning's a different message from Spirit, giving you daily guidance, encouraging you intuitively for that day. So why not subscribe, and you'll get those every day. Please remember that we do our not only do we do these messages for you and the daily messages, but we also do the Spirit has a message for you, readings that are every 3 to 4 days as well. So just giving you guidance along the way on your journey. So thanks for being with us today, Libra. It's a very interesting month. I'd love to hear back from you. It's really lots going on, and I think you're going to be very busy. I think things are going to happen very quickly. Stand your ground. Make sure you stand your ground. Trust your intuition. Go with the flow. Don't go against your intuition. It's the worst thing we can do. I've done it many times and regretted it. Don't be scared to stand your ground as long as you speak your truth in a loving way, in a kind way, especially when it comes to your career or changes or anything like that. If you're going to do some studies, again, make sure you look into it properly. Um, and if you really, really want to do it and you want to negotiate that, then again, there's a very strong message about standing your ground on that one as well. So take care, Libra. It's been lovely to be with you today, and we look forward to catching up with you again in the future. Bye bye for now.